Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. Find the area under the given curve y equal to x squared plus 3 from 0 to 1. Step number 1, draw a diagram. So again, we're going to give you a rough and ready kind of diagram so you can see what you're trying to find. And of course, we'll show you the formulas and all that in a moment. If I set up a scale, let's say we go up by 5. Let's try again. Up by 5. 4, and 5. And if you look at the x-axis, let's say this is -1, and this is going to be +1. Here's the actual function. When you think about y equal to x squared plus 3, this means it's going to open up. The minimum is going to be at 0, 3. And of course, if you follow the step pattern, you're going to go right by 1, up by 1, left by 1, up by 1, and so on. Now, what they're looking for is the following. The area under this curve from 0 to 1. So if I go back to 0 to 1, which is right here, by the way, the area that I'm thinking about is right there. So area equals to question mark. And then we're going to show you how to do this, of course. So if you think about the idea of antiderivative or the integration, here's how you do it. So we're going to say A equals to the area, which is the antiderivative or the integration of x squared plus 3. And you can always put this in brackets. And you're going to take the antiderivative with respect to x. And you have to evaluate this from 0 to 1. So this is how you find area. And of course, the first step is you want to find the antiderivative. Again, if you think about the antiderivative of x squared, you have to add the exponent by 1, which is going to be 3, and divide by the new exponent. Likewise, if you think about 3, which is the same as 3 times x to the power of 0, by the way, 0 plus 1 is going to be 1. And technically speaking, you are dividing by the new exponent, which is 1. Now, don't forget you're evaluating this specifically from 0 to 1. And you can put a set of brackets here to show that you're going to plug it in for the entire expression. Now, let's move up a little bit. Oops, let's try again. So now, area equals to, again, you're going to plug in 1. So 1 to the power of 3 divided by 3 plus 3 times 1 minus, and now you're going to plug in 0. Now here comes a little bit of mental math, right? If you really think about this, the second bracket is basically going to be 0 because you have 0 to the power of 3 divided by 3 plus 3 times 0. So with a lot of practice, basically this entire bracket becomes 0 as expected. And here comes the final answer. And again, you can do some mental math. You can take the calculator. 1 over 3 plus 3 is basically 3 1/3. So you can leave your final answer as a mixed fraction if you want to write it as 3 1/3. Or if you want to express it as in a proper fraction, that's going to be 10 divided by 3. Now, really important that you remind yourself, because you're talking about the area under a curve, you're really looking at the value in terms of units square. So same thing here, right? In a mixed fraction, it's going to be 3 1/3 units square. So I'll put a box around this, just like that. There we go. And I hope this makes sense.